Hey Nyla, how's it going? It was a big night tonight, obviously, for everybody. So you guys came out for your triple threat match, and at the last second, Awesome Kong comes out. I mean, there's a lot of emotions that must be going through your head, but then to go in the ring with her as well, she's so legendary. Can you kind of encapsulate today and the experience?
No, I kind of can't. It's so many emotions running through the head all day. First and foremost, first show, inaugural show, riding on that high, but then to have that last minute curveball, someone that, you look up to throwing out there as your opponent, that was a little wonk move on Brandi's part. I didn't have time to prepare, didn't have time to study my opponent, outside of what I had watched through fan goggles, so that was a little unfair, but neither here nor there. Outside of that, I think we put ourselves in the net.
And what was the most surreal moment of the day for you?
Yesterday, showing up in Vegas and seeing my face everywhere.
Did Brandi Rhodes overstep her bounds by making that announcement at the last minute with Awesome Kong? And are you going to have to check her for that?
I don't want to say anything to get me fired on my first day on the job, so technically, no, she didn't overstep her bounds. I guess that's what she can do in her position. I'm going to need to check a rule book or something, but I think on a personal level, yeah, that was a little bit of a scumbag move. I want to take something from this young man. Hello, Mr. Reporter, sir.
How does it feel to be a part of Double or Nothing?
Incredible. Incredible. Are you a fan? Do you watch as a fan?
Yes.
So do I. So to be a part of something that I've watched my entire life is a very surreal, very incredible moment. Great question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We've seen the bar get raised over the last few years for women's wrestling. Tonight, how would you assess the women of AEW? I think from the fan perspective, it seems like you guys cleared that bar pretty significantly.
I'd have to co-sign that. We're no stranger to social media. We see what's out there. I think we put our foots up fans' patooties and made them take notice of what the women are capable of doing. They're not used to seeing women's wrestling on the level I think we brought it, for whatever reason that may be. And I think we opened their eyes to some alternatives out there. That was the goal, and I think we shot past that.
How important was it that you guys came out and you showed a completely different side of women's wrestling tonight, something new that we hadn't necessarily seen?
Oh, definitely important for a multitude of reasons. First and foremost, we've been saying, hey, we're the alternative. We needed to show them why we could be a strong alternative. And again, I think we did that. You had a little bit of every kind of flavor out there. And then just on the flip side of that, a lot of people aren't as familiar with some of our work. So being able to go out there and put ourselves on the map on a personal level, huge movement, motion, whatever M word I'm looking for in that moment.
Nyla, I want to ask you, this is the first wrestling company that's ever been inclusive to everybody. Gay, trans, all the different things that maybe have had trouble in the past getting accepted in wrestling companies.
There's transgenders here?
I don't know. How is that for you? Because it really is great to see a company be so inclusive, and talk about that process, just getting signed with a company that are for everybody.
It's great. They're not looking at what you got, or you know what I'm saying. They're looking at the talent. What can you bring to the table? And that's really important. I'm just here as another wrestler. They liked what they saw. They invited me to the table. They liked what I brought to the table. Here I am.
Nyla, if you could face any of these women tonight next in a one-on-one match, who would you want next one-on-one?
Lee, let me think. Brandi Rhodes. No, for real. Probably Brandi Rhodes.
There's obviously a multitude of women now in the women's division for AEW. Is there a way that you're planning on establishing yourself away from everybody else?
I don't know if I'm legally allowed to say this, but I'm going to wreak havoc and just bring destruction. Because I can see now the only way that I'm going to get what I deserve is to take what I deserve.